In two separate interviews with ABC 10's Jeannie Nguyen tonight, the mother of the victim say she will take accountability for her daughter's death, while the mother's partner, a former police officer, says he had nothing to do with the murder. Tonight, both are blaming each other.
Jessica Savangsy and Retuquel Dupree were arrested and charged with murder and child abuse. They both agreed to speak to me in two separate interviews from South Placer Jail.
I woke her at 7 and she was just this cold. And then I started crying, I just carried her, grabbed her. Yeah, I was sorry, I'm sorry.
Savangsy says her 7-year-old daughter, Adeline, was unresponsive on Monday morning. Roseville police say her 5-year-old was injured but alive. Dupree is not the biological father of her two daughters.
I didn't expect it to come to my daughter dying. I promise I didn't mean for none of this to happen. I didn't want my daughter to die. And then my youngest one is in the hospital, severely injured.
Savangsy says she had an abusive relationship with Dupree. She blames him for her daughter's fatal injuries.
He punched them both in the chest and had them stand in the corner. And then I had to do it as well. So technically I did, but I didn't want to. And if I tried to stand up and say, no, like this is going too far, he would beat me.
Dupree denies her allegations. Just to clarify then, are you saying that you were not abusive to Jessica or any of her kids or your kids?
No, definitely not.
You never laid a hand on anybody?
No, I never abused those kids.
Dupree was fired from his job as an officer from Citrus Heights Police in 2021. He only served 2 months. He filed a civil lawsuit against the department claiming he was fired because of his race. His attorney tells ABC 10 that case is ongoing. He says he no longer cares about that case and would never do anything to hurt these kids.
I will never hurt a kid. I can't even get any face on my head. And I have 2 beautiful daughters myself. I would never hurt a kid.
Adding that he believes the abuse came from Savangsy. Dupree says he was not home the day before the incident. When he came home, he went to bed and was woken by Savangsy. That's when he said he noticed injuries on the 7-year-old.
They didn't even call her my mom. They would call her Jessica, and then they would always tell me, Tutu, I want Jessica to leave. I want to stay with you.
Both told us they were living together but were separated. Savangsy believes both she and Dupree are to blame.
The best way I could bring justice to my daughter is I do the time and Dupree does the time.
I would never do anything to a kid. I would never hurt a kid, and the stuff I've seen that they shoot me, I would never be a part of that. I would have definitely called the police.
Jeannie Nguyen, ABC 10.
Now, both suspects are expected to be arraigned in court tomorrow.